everyone, and welcome to episode 23 of SOCS. I'm Olivia.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Skylar.
And we've got a lot to talk about today, so let's just get right into it. So, latest news, sad news. I'm very shook and upset. Today on an Instagram Live, Baekhyun announced that he will be enlisting in April. So he will not be doing promotions for his latest solo album, Bambi. And, well, he said that because he knew that this was going to happen, he did a lot of pre-recorded stuff for Bambi. So that's what we're going to get instead. But he decided just to, tell everybody today.
Wow.
Olivia.
Damn, 2 years without Baekhyun. I'm glad he came out with so much.
Yeah, usually though, isn't it usually like around a year and like 8 months or something though?
Yeah.
You know what? Let's just put that in the atmosphere. He'll be back sooner.
Yeah, good vibes only. I just don't. I'm not ready to see him bald.
Oh, well, he'll have a little buzz cut. It'll be fine.
He'll look cute,
You
bald.
think so? I've never seen him with like hair shorter than his normal.
I don't know. Okay, but we're gonna keep it positive. And sometimes they don't cut it that short. Like when Park Young-suk went in, it was a buzz cut, but it wasn't a short buzz cut.
Yeah, Dio looked good. So I want to see Chain Y'all. Wow. So there's four EXO members gonna be in the military. So that full EXO comeback ain't happening for a long time. Okay.
When was the last time they came back together? For 10, like.
Yeah, that's a great question. It might have been like, I
don't remember an EXO comeback.
I know it's been like 2 years, I think.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been nuts. So, but we're getting a Dio solo album apparently soon, so I'm excited for that. EXO fans, we've got stuff to look forward to. Just not a full comeback, but that's okay. That's okay.
Look, Kai's album is still a bop. Love that. Still on all my playlists.
We've got a long time till Kai goes, so that's good. So next piece of news is pretty huge, international controversy, but we're gonna just kind of mainly focus on what its implications for K-pop really are. And so brands like H&M, Adidas, Nike, and some others, but those are kind of the biggest names that are coming out of this, have made statements about not using cotton from the Xinjiang region of China, where the Uyghur, I think that's how you pronounce it, Muslims are being put into forced labor to pick this cotton, and so these companies are trying to have a more ethical pipeline to the materials they're getting to manufacture their products, and they're making a public stand about this. So in response, many Chinese idols, including Lay from EXO, Jackson Wang, and Victoria from FX, have left really huge brand deals and made statements supporting the government, saying that these claims are slanderous, untrue, and these are huge partnerships. Like, Lay is the face of Calvin Klein in China. Jackson is, the face of Adidas there. Victoria is a huge face of H&M there. This is like some of the biggest international brands. This is even bigger than the whole Canada Goose controversy. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Yeah.
Well, they opened a Canada Goose after Canada, well, and then Canada, I think they deported or arrested the CEO of Huawei, and so basically Chinese citizens were boycotting this new Canada Goose store, and it became like a huge controversy. Um, so yeah, any comments?
Yeah, this is obviously a very difficult topic because it deals with human rights issues, but on another level, it also deals with politics, which are pretty much black and white. There is no gray area for safety for these idols. And I just think it's a terrible situation to be put in. Obviously, I have a lot of, or not a lot, but I have a bit of resentment for the fact that, like, it's a human rights issue. Like, there are concentration camps for these, like, Muslim citizens simply because of the religion they practice. And as an American, from a Western point of view, that is quite literally unconstitutional here. And, like, unlawful and just wrong on every level for basic human rights. And for them to be forced labor picking cotton hits really close to home as a Black American. So there's, like, literally no way that I can comfortably, like, bypass this issue, I suppose. Like, I was thinking about it and talking about it a lot today with, like, my friends, and it hurts to see, like, someone you admire not stand up for something that you think is right. And I know that I don't think there's much choice in this for these idols, but it still stings. Like, it still feels wrong for, like, it's almost like not a verbal consent, but a non-verbal consent to those things continuing or happening at all. And that doesn't sit well with me, like, at all.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what to do.
Yeah. Well, also, I want to mention that it's not just a religious thing. Like, obviously, that's a part of it. It's more the fact that they're not Han Chinese. And that the area that they're in is very, like, economically important region to China in terms of, like, their international exports, including this cotton. So the land they're on is a huge part of, why this is happening. So this is, like, a money issue, a race issue, and a religious issue, like, kind of all together. So it's, like, all of these different things are contributing to this horrible policy that is separating children from their parents, putting people into forced labor, killing them, just really awful stuff. And yeah, at the same time, people disappear for dissenting there, and it doesn't matter how big you are. I saw some people on Twitter kind of being like, he's a celebrity, nothing's gonna happen to him. But, like, remember Fan Bingbing? I mean, she was gone for, like, a year. So, and it's not easy to move out of there either. So people were like, oh, can't Jackson, like, pick up his family and go to the States or, go to Taiwan or something? Like, it's not that easy. So it's just, it's very tough, but I can see what you mean. Like, I can't hate Jackson for this because he really has no choice. But
yeah, I don't hate him at all.
It's just, like, it's sad to see. And there's kind of just, like, no right answer for him. Even, like, and we also don't know even if he does support it or not. Like, we can't even know if that's really his belief or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just, as a Westerner, I kind of feel like our perspective most of the time is super biased. and I always just want to hear from Chinese citizens what they think, because some of them are sometimes in support of, I think Connor told me it was pronounced Uyghur Muslims. I don't know. But sometimes some of them are in support of that. And, they talk about how celebrities do have a choice and how they don't have a choice, whatever. I just feel like when it comes to that, we could be more understanding. Obviously, not us, but I do see it on Twitter a lot where people get really upset sometimes at these celebrities, rightfully so. But sometimes it comes from a perspective of like, it sounds really like privileged. And
Yeah.
like, well, can't, they just say this. And it's like, we have to understand we have freedom of speech here for better or for worse. So that's not really a concern for us. But I don't know if we are gonna zero in on it, but there's also the issue of people bringing up Black Americans, and our issues and weaponizing that against America when we do try to talk about other human rights issues in other countries, and saying things like, well, you guys can't really say anything because in America, they terrorize Black American citizens. Like, true. But when you say it like that, it doesn't seem like it's coming from a place of genuine concern. And we can definitely tell the difference. And I've seen that happen a lot with other foreigners. So
Yeah.
I kind of
On Twitter, I saw a lot of like Chinese foreign ministry officials posting like old photographs of slaves, and then next to like the machines that are used to pick cotton, I guess. And they were like, this is forced labor here versus forced labor in America. Here's a huge difference. Like, we're using machines and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you do realize the cotton gin, which is a machine, was one of the like major factors that made slavery get even more brutal right before the Civil War. So like, who's operating the machines? You know what I mean? They may not necessarily be down in the fields like picking the cotton, but there's still labor that is involved in the processing. So it was like they were bringing up, photographs of real generational trauma, number one, which is offensive to see. Number two, playing whataboutism, like, oh, you did this, why can't we do it, basically? But like, also, we're not doing it.
Yeah, and you knew it. If you know it's wrong, like we've done all the work to know that wasn't right. So why would you doing it in the present day be okay? Because we've done it in the past and learned from.
But it's also not happening. But if it was happening,
logic.
You would be hypocrites for bringing it up. Like, it's so mind blowing that's a real thing, that a real defense that people have for it. It's not working.
It's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. And
offensive
on all counts.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, I can't, obviously none of us can speak for these celebrities or know what they're truly thinking. But this will, affect them a lot. Like, those brands are huge. I'm sure they brought in a lot of money from sponsorships. And I'm interested to how it affects other things. Like, I know GOT7 had a really big branding deal with Adidas, all of them. So with now Jackson firmly not being a part of that, I wonder how that's going to affect their deal in the group and vice versa. And yeah, like, I think it's gonna have a lot of repercussions.
Absolutely. And Bam Bam also has a deal with Nike, I think. So I wonder if that would affect their relationship at all, even.
Their personal relationship.
Yeah, or like if they're like able to collaborate or anything like that, because he still, supports Nike. I mean, yeah.
I have no idea. That's really interesting. I hope it doesn't. That would be so terrible. Like, I would hate that for them. Also, I'm sure that he has to give away or get rid of so much merchandise now.
Yeah.
Wait, affect Jackson and Bam Bam's relationship, or affect Bam Bam's relationship with Nike?
Affect Jackson and Bam
No,
Bam.
affect Jackson and Bam Bam's relationship. Specifically just because if they collab
I don't think
or
so.
anything, I don't think it would affect them, like, I don't think it affect their relationship, but she mentioned, like, if they collab, like, if, you know, like, if a sponsor of the music video would be Nike.
Yeah. Then that couldn't happen.
Like, something.
Or, you know, maybe the general public of China would be upset about, you know, someone who's supporting a company that's not, you know, that's slandering China. You know what I mean? It could... Jackson has a very interesting push and pull right now, that, like, right now he's in, like, Esquire and GQ, like, in America, and he's trying to make this American push, but he's also trying to be friendly to China. And I don't know how long he can keep this, like, neutrality going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally agree. I think that's really where the unease comes in. As far as him and Bam Bam, though, I think it'll be fine. I don't think Nike's sponsoring any music videos of them.
Yeah.
I really thought Jackson had a bigger relationship with Adidas and a long-term relationship with Adidas than I've seen for Bam Bam with Nike.
Bam Bam's is new.
I don't know much.
Bam Bam's is new.
Bam Bam's is new.
Oh,
like,
wow.
This is a recent deal.
Yeah. I think they'll be okay. I mean, that definitely sucks though, but yeah, as far as like him trying to maintain like friendliness with China and friendliness with America is really hard because those countries are really polar to each other anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the brands involved are so huge. Like, and especially because streetwear is like a really big thing in the K-pop industry. All fashion is, but like, I think streetwear has really been a trend for these idols, even in their everyday lives, obviously, because they're international brands. So I'm really interested to see how this like will impact even like styling and stuff. Like, if they do, I don't know, if like GOT7 does a video, I would love that. I really miss them. But if they were to do something and like someone's wearing Nikes and Jackson's in the video, obviously probably not wearing anything related, but like, would that even have like an impact?
Yeah, like EXO couldn't wear Calvin Klein or something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That would suck.
That's crazy. So yeah, I mean,
I know I have to scramble to get rid of some merchandise right now.
Yeah, I know. People probably dumping. Remember when people were burning their Nikes here because of that? Like,
yes.
I wonder if that's happening over there.
Over Kaepernick. Like,
oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
That just shows you how like strange hate is.
People love
like,
upholding racism, even if it means getting rid of their Nikes.
I know. They're like, let me burn some $450 J's because you support a man who's against discrimination.
Those videos are so funny though.
Yeah, they are.
Because people in there are always like, how do I say this nicely? They fit a certain kind of profile, and they always have the cameras, and they're like, "This is for Colin Kaepernick, F you Nike," and then they're just like burning it up on
the line.
I'm like, you recorded this and posted it and watched it back, and it's like this measly little fire in their front yard. It's so like whack. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Like, you already paid for the shoes. Nike got their money. They're not hurting from this video.
You don't care.
I'll never wear it again.
So funny.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie. You guys know I love sneakers. I would be so hurt.
I know. I wear like my Adidas every day. I'm wearing Adidas track pants.
You love it.
Yet.
But they're currently on my bed right now because I have to.
This video is getting banned in China. Let's just.
Oh, it really is. I don't know if we could ever visit.
Yeah, we'll be fine visiting, probably. They'll just watch us the whole time, but they'll watch any American the whole time. That's fine. So the last news story we have that kind of shook the K-pop world was this rapper named Void. He's a nobody, but he had Keemstar, who is kind of the king of being an asshole on the internet, collaborated to make a K-pop stan diss track, which normally I would not like to bring up, but trigger warning, December 18th. Oh, I guess I'll put a timestamp to skip if you are a show wall and this is a sensitive topic. But he made a joke about K-pop idols killing themselves and then used a picture of Jonghyun's funeral. And I thought that was so sick and just so crossing the line. You know,
just disturbing.
I have heard if it was just about stans, which it even, like, the song wasn't even about stans, like, ever. It was always about idols. It was so weird. They said it was a...
Best thing I've
I
ever
didn't
heard.
watch it. To be fair, I haven't seen it, but I did, one, go off on Twitter about this, and two, I went and watched his little, it wasn't an apology. I will not call it that because it was not. His explanation video, which is, his video of excuses. Mm-hmm. And essentially he was talking about how he was criticizing the K-pop industry for how we fans always claim that it's so demanding and high cost, and that's what led to, the tragedy. But first of all, a diss track is either one of two things: meant to be disrespectful or harmful to the community that you're dissing, or funny. Neither of those things should ever include a person's funeral in them, ever, for any reason, anyone's funeral.
That's fact.
Like, that's morbid and terrible and just inhumane. And specifically because of how tragic Jonghyun's passing was for everyone involved. Like, the pictures are literally of him and, like, his family and friends crying while they carry the casket at the funeral. That's not normal of you to consider this and put it into a diss track of fans of the industry he worked in. That's way over the line.
Absolutely.
It's so insensitive and so crazy. And then after that, Void had the nerve to get online and say that he wasn't going to apologize. None of us deserved an apology. If we're triggered, then good. He didn't care. Just terrible. Like, you are just a terrible human being at that point. If you can't admit your mistake, like, you can make mistakes. Was it a stupid mistake? Absolutely. You can make mistakes, though, as long as you apologize, correct yourself.
Yeah, but it wasn't a mistake. That was very much intentional to be inflammatory and to be disgusting.
He was being racist, too. I don't know what he's talking about. Like, I understand he's framing it as, I was attacking the K-pop industry, but we watched it, and I don't know what he was trying to do. He was being racist, attacking idols for things they can't control. It wasn't like some type of commentary on the K-pop industry at all. That was probably like a fraction of it. I would say like 2%.
Yeah, that was like a lame video. It was like a lame excuse. Basically, like, most of the video, he talks about the fact that they can't date. Like, that's like most of the diss that he's got. Like, gotcha, K-pop stans, your idols can't date. Like, what does this have to do with stans? Like, you're not even dissing us. Like, he didn't mention fan cams, fan wars, all the other weird shit that stans are known for. He did not mention any of that. He literally just attacked idols, made a joke, basically made the dumb, stupid, all Asians look the same joke when he, like, said, like, I hate Jimin, and then put a picture of Jungkook instead. And then he, like... they made the same joke about Jimin twice. They're like, I hate Jimin. And I was like, that's not a joke. Like, it wasn't even, like, There was no flow. It wasn't funny. Nothing about it was clever. Like it was like the most half-assed effort I've ever seen. Like the beat was bad. Like amongst all the other things wrong with it, it just sucked. And then he called K-pop idols an invasive species, which is like so.
He called. It wasn't K. Well, yeah, it was idols. But the picture that he put up was just I just want to point out, it was just of Asian people, and the lyrics made it seem like he was just talking about Asian people in general. Like, clearly.
Yeah, it was really bad. And for him to be like, oh, I'm just criticizing the industry is such bullshit. He was clearly trying to be mean and to get views for being an asshole, which is.
But like, that's first of all, I didn't see it, so that's way that makes it. I can't explain how bad that is. Literally, the only part that he gave an explanation for, though, was that part, because that's the one that people, or I saw most being offended by or hurt by, because I refused to watch the video because I thought it would be stupid to make myself angry by watching that. But yeah, see, now this, I'm not gonna lie, I went on 3 different YouTube accounts and reported the video just without even watching
I reported it.
But now I'm just like blown away by the gall, especially during a time where like there is a lot of hate being like exposed in the American like society towards the Asian community. And I'm just like,
yeah, he did that absolutely on purpose. I know Keemstar from his beef with like every YouTuber ever. He's that kind of guy. He's never been funny. He's never been clever. His only thing that he can do is be rude. And that's his shtick.
What a like.
And he's like it's like a sad man. Like, you know, it's pathetic.
He's
miserable.
40 years old. This man
You're like
39.
miserable.
You are 40 years old.
Worrying about what
he's 40.
Worrying about what teenage girls like. This is a weird thing. We've talked about it many times before, but I don't understand what it is with grown ass white men and being mad at whatever pretty boy of the moment teenage girls are into. Who, like, you are an adult. Why does it matter to you that girls like Justin Bieber or One Direction or BTS? And now with BTS, you get to add your old little racist thing to it too. So, but it's just mind-boggling to me that a grown-ass adult cares this much about it. Like, what is the deal?
And they try and pretend like it's not coded racism and xenophobia. They just want to pretend like it's because of the fans and how crazy. First of all, fans are not brainless, and there are lots of them for a reason. Like, that's what makes people big. That's what made the Beatles big, is their fans. So, like, for everyone, every time something new, like a new phenomenon comes about, obviously the first people on it are usually, especially if it's a male artist, are like, you know, young adult women. So I don't understand why every time this happens, we act like it hasn't happened before and try and like tear these artists down. Like, you're right. It makes no sense. It
doesn't make any sense.
And now, because like, now they have like, right, you said, they sprinkle on some racism, some xenophobia, and like, they pretend like to say, they pretend that what they're saying isn't coded. Just like that German radio host wanted to say that he just hated BTS's cover. It had nothing to do with them being Asian when he likened them to COVID. Like, you couldn't be more obvious in your bullshitting.
Yeah.
So
it's so weird. It's so weird. It's literally the strangest phenomenon. And it's always like the fucking ugliest dudes too. And I guess that's the reason why. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's like some kind of jealousy. Envy. But I'm also like, you should not be caring about what girls aged 12 to 20, you know, we're a little older than that demographic, but that's probably, I'm guessing, the prime demographic of international BTS fans. Even though, you know, we saw that whole like cool old people thing trending where it was like BTS fans over 40. So like it's everybody, but like, you know, we're talking the, you know, the prime demographic of these kind of artists normally. Like, why do you care? They're not even your age. Like, that brings up a whole other set of issues, weirdo.
They're loud and passionate.
Okay.
Your point.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're brainless. Says who? I'm looking at 3 college graduates in the camera. Like, what you want?
What?
By the way, when I said that, I meant me too. I can see.
Yeah, exactly.
Screen. I can count.
We know numbers good. Okay, we're smart. It's just it's a really weird phenomenon, and it happens every single time. Every time.
Do you have anything you want to say, Sky?
I feel like you guys have said it all. I think it's crazy. I feel like I've said enough. I don't really want to. I don't know. He's miserable. He's 40 and he spends his time trying to make other people sad. So it's like a pathetic existence, and there's nothing more to say about it.
Yeah, people love to hate what you love. Just love it anyways. There's no
You know, if it was just about K-pop stans, which it said it was supposed to be, I would have been like, whatever. I don't care.
Listen, I like diss tracks. Sometimes I like, even if they're like directed at me, if they're
funny.
Like if they fit me and they're funny,
good.
I'll watch. Like I'll be like, yo, that's kind of true. Like that's kind of funny. I would think it was funny.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, like a lot of K-pop communities, I think are crazy.
Yeah.
Like I just think stan culture is kind of weird. I'm in it, and I can say that because I'm confident in it. But like. Yeah, like it would be fine if that was the case, but it was completely disrespectful and discriminatory and just makes you look insane.
You said this was about fans and like to address, you know, how fans have ruined Twitter and blah blah blah, even though One Direction fans have been doing this since, and Justin Bieber fans have been doing this since Twitter started, so this is nothing new. And even fans of like Western artists now, like I see Ariana Grande fan cams, like, you know, I see fan cams of everybody now. It's not just K-pop stans. He didn't even mention.
Man, I saw John Boyega fan cam. I think I see.
Yeah, John Boyega fan cam. I'm dead.
Joe Biden fan.
Yeah, I've seen fan cams of everybody. So like, he just wanted to say shit about Asians. It's so obvious. It is so obvious. You know, because he didn't say one thing about the fans.
Just embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Grown-ass man acting like this. Anyways, let's move on to some happier, fun things and watch the teaser for Film Out by BTS.
Word.
Still not hypey yet. Ooh.
Ooh, they look good.
Yeah, what happened?
And I saw Jungkook.
I got like 2 seconds of it and then it like stopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm staring at a beautiful photo of Jimin right now.
I'm staring at Jungkook right now.
Dang, how are we on different idols?
You know why. You know
we got that that strong internet connection.
That Wi-Fi.
That Wi-Fi. Strong as hell.
Yeah. That was cool. Is that their new song?
I think it is part of their new song, but also the motif of it is essentially like a lot of the scenes from Fake Love. I don't know what that means in the BTS universe overall, but a lot of like the shots and cinematic things were remakes of scenes that happened in Fake Love, which was interesting.
And this is for the Japanese album?
Yes, they're like full Japanese collection. I'm pretty sure it's like most of their most famous songs, all Japanese versions, including a new title track, and like their singles that were made solely for Japanese, like Lights and Let Go and Your Eyes Tell and Stay Gold. And it has like a DVD and like a 2-part CD set. It's like a really big album.
Ooh, okay. And oh yeah, so I heard Jungkook wrote the title track, I think.
Yes, he helped write and produce it.
Nice.
Wow.
Go Cookie.
Go Jungkook.
Yeah.
That's what we like to
That's
see.
what we like to see.
We love
our
producer Jungkook. Only good things come from producer Jungkook.
Yeah.
He's our age, so I'm always rooting for him. Sydney's always telling me about his progress with his album. And I'm always rooting for seeing someone our age like get more into their artistry. And he has so much potential too. So that's tight that he did that.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like sleeping. It was like 3 a.m. and I had my music playing because I sometimes fall asleep to music. I swear my time came on and my eyes snapped open, and it was like the most surreal thing because there was no reason for me to
Like
wake
the
up.
Squidward
But
meme.
I literally heard like my time start and finish my time, and I was like awake. And it was like I woke up feeling stupid. Okay, like I woke up like that's embarrassing, and then I turned it off and went back to sleep. But it happened.
My time?
I love that meme.
Olivia, just like that, like dead asleep,
Like,
and then just eyes open.
I wish we could find that meme.
I love that one. It's so funny.
Eyes open.
I know exactly which
Why were
SpongeBob
they
episode that's
open?
from.
Of course.
It's from the one where the nematodes eat his house, and he sleeps over at Squidward's house.
I'm dead. Why do you know this?
Bob. Super OG SpongeBob fan over here.
My favorite
Yes.
show of all time. Literally, like, one of 2 reasons why I went to film school. Let's go. OG. Next
What's
we
next?
have Doyoung's cover of Falling by Harry Styles. I don't know the real song, but let's go.
Me neither.
I don't either. But we know
No,
Dio.
none of us.
We love
do.
Dio.
None of us know the original song. Damn.
Don't hate us, Harry fans. We're just uncultured.
You're uncultured.
Have you seen those pictures comparing JYP to Harry
He
Styles?
looks. Oh my god, yes, I have. They're so very I feel so bad.
I
for
know.
Harry. I feel so bad.
I'm sorry, Harry
so
Styles. I'm so sorry that
Okay, but Doyoung looks
Yes.
so good here.
I'm get-
He has such a beautiful
Get that
voice.
He sounds amazing.
buffering.
What am I now? What am I now? What if I'm someone I don't want around? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling.
Wow.
What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again.
Yes, touching.
Falling.
How old is
But also, if I shed a tear, it's because my eyes are literally dry. I just want
Sure,
to do
Jan.
Lies.
And I get to
Dude, I've been doing this the
you'll
whole
never need me again. What am I now? What am I now? You're someone I just want around. I'm falling again. I'm falling again. I'm falling.
I did check how old he was. He's 25. I'm sick.
What if What if I'm down? What if I'm out? What if I'm someone you won't talk about? I'm falling again, I'm falling again, I'm falling.
Is this Harry's new album? Or is this an old song?
I don't know. If it's not Adore You or Watermelon Sugar, I have no idea. Or the best song ever.
Oh, no.
That was
good.
Doyoung,
That was
make a solo album.
Ooh, that would
Please.
be good. I'd be down for that.
Astro.
Yes. So next we have
Sorry, I saw
Astro second full album Mood teaser. What'd you say?
In one of their videos, their teaser videos, Cha Ian Woo's, he's playing with some Care Bears, and I just cracked up because they were Care Bears.
Oh, they're so cutesy.
Like, he was just
they're
playing.
just soft.
Yeah, he was like holding the Care Bear, and I was like, okay, Care Bears.
Yeah, that looks cute. I mean, I don't know if that'll translate to any of the videos or not, but it's cute. That's that's what Astro does, is be cute.
I think it was their like just like their photo shoot stuff. I'm not sure, like their concept photos. I'm not sure how it will translate, but I'm really looking forward to this. I love Astro.
Yeah. All right. So next we have IU's new song, Lilac. Oh, I have the KBS one. Shoot. You know what? Let's watch Jackson Wang's Undercover online first, and I will.
Fencing is like a chess.
Whip his ass. I'm sorry.
Whoa! Oh, Jackson! Jackson first.
Yes, Jackson.
Yes, release
You're
yourself.
a fan for him acting
This
like a grown
is actually
man.
me.
Is actually me.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Quick question. Have you ever had a brain error while trying to speak different languages? This is the thing. I speak a lot of different languages, but I'm not pro in any of them. It's enough for me to live in that region, but if you tell me to write an essay, I'm sorry. What's your biggest fear in life? Cockroaches and when I turn off my light in my bedroom. Okay, next. Will your new songs have a few Chinese and English ones? I'll be releasing one English album this year and a Chinese album, hopefully. Yeah, it's over 40 songs this year. Next question. What's the real color of your hair?
I love that he's just not wearing a shirt.
Very dark brown. You mean since day one? Because I don't know. Next time, ask my mom. IMDb.
He doesn't know?
Nickname Wang Puppy. That's what a lot of my fans call me. They think that I'm like a little puppy. I have a lot
I've
of different
never heard
nicknames.
that
They
one.
call me Sunny, and they call me
I've heard it on the
Strawberry, and they
WayV.
call me
But-
Daddy.
Okay.
Wikipedia. He was offered a
like,
scholarship
who?
to Stanford
Oh, yeah.
University for
I
fencing,
might call
but
him
turned
that.
it down after passing his audition. Ooh.
I've never
Yes,
heard
it's
any.
true.
Well,
I turned Stanford University and I turned London Olympics down for becoming a singer. As a child, my dad is a former Olympian.
He talks about this a
fencer,
lot.
and my mom's a
He's
world
really
champ
like that,
gymnast.
dude.
So I grew up naturally introduced to sport, but I just thought I'm probably gonna regret when I'm 80 years old and telling my grandkids, hey, you know what, your granddad, your grandpa, you could have been a singer, could have been this, could have been that. I didn't want that regret, so just gave it a try. I said, let's start from nothing. Back to Twitter. Jackson, I have a question. What language is set for your phone? Korean, Chinese, or English? It's English, but like different applications, I use like different language. Some in Korean, some in Chinese. Yeah. From interrupting your fencing career to starting your own company, you have made some risky decisions. What is your process of making such big decisions? I think it's very important in life to know yourself, what you love, what you have passion in, what are you into, right? After knowing yourself, start making plans towards it. And along the path, you have to take risks in order to be whoever you want to be or accomplish your mission, your dream. You can't have everything. So you got to give up on something. Cora. How do I become a K-pop star if I'm not Korean? You don't have to be Korean to become a K-pop star. I think a lot of different entertainment companies goes to different countries, territories to cast people. If you're really interested and if you're really dedicated, then why not give it a try and go into one of the auditions? A lot of online auditions are happening. Give it a try. I'm Chinese, so you don't have to be Korean to become a K-pop star. How does Jackson Wang know Kevin Hart? Through a friend, and been a big fan of him and love all his work.
Okay, now it's getting
and really
embarrassing
respect him
again.
as an artist. Next, which country did Jackson Wang want to visit? Any country,
Or like-
every country on Earth. More Twitter. What did
He
you
has great
want
work
to
ethic.
be
Of course,
when you
yeah.
were a kid instead of fencing? I wanted to
Good
become a
businessman.
peacemaker in primary school, making peace. So when whoever gets into a fight, I'll be there. Hey, you stop, shake hands, hug each other, be friends. It seems most successful people meditate, and I believe you do too. Would you share what is your meditation routine? You getting enough sleep? Which I don't. Actually, I don't have a meditation routine. What is your skincare routine? First of all, I wash my face the very last in the shower routine. Because shampoo and conditioner, they actually irritates your skin. That's why I wash my face at last. And after I wash it, I put on toner and then essence and moisturizer. When I go out in the morning, I always put sunscreen. And at night, I put sleeping pack. And every morning when I wake up, I do like a mask pack. That's my skincare routine. And
Told
always
ya.
eat salads,
Oh, man.
vegetables, greens, fruits. I don't know if it's even a question, but how can you keep motivating yourself? I've been struggling a lot this year, and this is so difficult to stay motivated when everything goes down. Can you give me a little tip to feel better? Several major reasons that's keeping me motivated and passionate every day is, first of all the people that supports me, you know, my fans.
My fans.
And that really gives me a lot of energy, right? I've always wanted to make whoever supports me proud. That's the first main reason. And then the second would be because I'm very clear on my goals in life and also where I want to go and how
I like
can I
hear
go.
him talk
Every
about
single day I'm
this.
trying to accomplish it. I'm always not satisfied with myself. That's why. I always
Is this
want to be
better than
better.
the interview that you
Next,
read earlier?
what do you love to do
This,
in your free time? First of all, probably
Everything's
record more
essentially the
songs,
same.
sleep,
I'm not gonna
call my
lie.
parents. Thank you guys. That's all for the questions. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourself. I'm signing off the internet.
He didn't sign out of anything. He just closed the computer.
Yeah, he's like
Signing off.
signing
All right,
off.
next we have his new song, LMLY.
Is your first time
Yeah, I
listening,
haven't heard
Olivia?
it yet. I saved it for today.
Okay, I'm excited.
I'm waiting.
I just want to see what I want to see what Olivia. We want to see what Olivia.
I like the lighting.
The gaffing's amazing, actually.
Gaffer's up in the house. What's up?
Smitty's like
BDE.
and Olivia.
It's so beautiful. No, it's really well done.
Yeah. Oh my god. He really. I think he has a future in music video direction, without even like not just his own videos. He's really tapped into it.
Don't call me baby,
I like the ear deck.
you call me my name.
I like it so far. I like his shirt.
But I keep on hoping.
Like, I love him in that
things
white shirt, you know? He looks just like simple.
Yeah.
like classically handsome.
Like a Grease character, but without like looking corny.
What if I just hold on for a while? Baby, there's no drop quite like denial. Oh my.
I give him a tip.
This is goodbye. Don't leave me loving you. Whatever
Oh, it's cute. I like it.
don't leave me
It's very 80s.
tiptoe out in the morning. I need a warning. If you don't feel it too, whatever you do.
I like this new like 80s pop synth pop thing that The Weeknd has kind of brought back. This is obviously different, his own thing, but I love it.
The sun is setting in purple and blue. It's time to get it closer to you. Yeah, waking up strangers at California King, reaching out for you to bring you to me. Yeah.
Pain.
What if I just hold on for a while? Baby, there's no drop quite like denial. Oh my. If this is good,
Can I pause
don't
it?
leave me loving you.
What's up?
No, I was wondering if you saw what I saw, like the camera effects
Yeah.
around the edges.
They're
of the
shooting on.
screen.
Is
They're
it
shooting
fisheye?
anamorphic, and then they're shooting wide angle anamorphic,
Oh.
so it kind of has a little bit of distortion.
I was wondering. I was like, it looks like it has like a fisheye sort of distortion.
My favorite of his solo songs so far. I really like it.
I think Pretty Please is still my favorite, but I love this.
I like
one
the
too.
Pretty Please
I'm
video.
glad. I'm glad maybe I've added this one on Apple. I'm glad he stuck to the sound that we wanted to keep hearing. Happy about that.
Whatever you do, don't leave me loving you. If you tiptoe out in the morning, I need a warning. Don't leave me loving you.
That was cute. I liked it.
I like that he's leaning into something that's not putting his lyricism in front. Like it's more about like the song and like the melodies and the music surrounding it. That works best for him, I think. Like Pretty Please and Leave Me Loving You, I would say these are his best releases so far, and that's what an artist would like because this is new stuff and kind of what he's looking forward to doing. And I like the path that he's taking. I think it's good.
Yeah. Proud of
Yeah.
Jackson.
So this is my third time listening to the song actually. The first listen, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really into it. I mean, it's still not something I would necessarily put on my playlist, but I can see its charm. I actually was talking about it earlier, and it like that retro pop like sound isn't usually my thing. I think I like him rapping more or just having like a harder sound. But I'm always interested to see what I love when artists like switch genres or try new things, and I love that he's really leaning into trying a lot of different things. So I am going to wait for the 40 songs of this year.
Yeah. Okay, so next up we've got WayV's performance video for Action Figure. My boy Win Win.
It sounds good.
新鲜穿过生计，命运手下生人不肉计，眼帘下眼睛开始逃避，面具下被固执逃避。在英雄漫画里爱，所有想要飞的期待，人们害怕的破坏，是不太吝啬的爱。I'm an action figure, you know I'm an action figure. Jumping on stages, outrageous, 因为你的冒险和炙热。I'm an action figure.No one can stop me, I'm tougher. Make your dreams higher, show desire. You can see it like a winner. So drippy, so drippy, so drippy. See it on it, and you know it's so drippy, it's so drippy, so drippy, so drippy. Get it poppy, so drippy, so drippy. 就是岁月褪去了我的气，笑着你的忘记也不曾委屈。当你要有更多心爱的玩具，我还会记得你给我的美。像越走越近的出，我的战场在没人走的路，一步步 establish 完美的演出，活在你心底深处 ，I never lose。在英雄漫画里崇拜，所有想要飞的期待，人们害怕的破坏，是不再吝啬的爱。I'm an action figure, you know I'm an action figure. Jumping on stages, outrageous, 因为你的冒险和炙热。I'm an action figure.No one can stop me, I'm tougher. Make your dreams higher, show desire. 你的全世界 like a winner. So drippy, so drippy, so drippy. See you nodding, and you know it's so drippy, it's so drippy.
I love them.
Yeah.
Get it popping.
I like this.
I know, I like this
Personally, I
song.
like it.
我是你的 designer， 是你的 designer。到最璀璨的
Yeah, this is like good. Oh, they're doing so good with the production.
Yes.
Not going to like veering off track. Still changing it up. Yeah, this is like on track. Like a good, complete song.
I'm an action figure. No one can stop me, I'm tougher. Make your dreams higher, show desire. You get your shit down like a winner. So drippy, so drippy, so drippy. See you nothing, and you know it's all drippy, it's so drippy, so drippy, so drippy. Get it poppy, so drippy, so drippy.
Yes, WayV. I love them.
Good job, WayV.
Killed it.
Yeah,
Killed it.
That was good.
I like that. I liked that. Like, so
That
much
was-
more than like. What was the other song that came out?
Oh my god, Kickback.
Back. I like that so much more than the only thing that like threw me off would be the drip drip drippy part,
Yeah.
like the so drippy and the chorus. But I will say it sounds like something that belongs on like an action movie,
Yes.
which
I'm
is
an action
really cool.
figure.
Like that would be sick in like a film
True.
with an action scene. That's what I was thinking of.
Like
when I
a
was
Fast and the
listening.
Furious.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, like I was thinking like an action scene where something like was happening and they were like, I'm an action figure. I'd be like, that would be
I want to see The Rock.
I love that.
Oh, you go
Yeah.
ahead, Skylar.
any
I like those parts, the drippy part. I feel like that's what I want to hear from SM when they do those changes. Like they kind of do a similar thing in Boom by NCT Dream. When they do change and they have those different pre-choruses or bridges, I like when they keep with the sound and they don't just veer into a totally different like genre. And I think that was a good way of changing it up. And it's still sounding good. I like that. It was like complete. Like it sounded good.
yeah, I liked the like action figure part, but I don't know. The drippy took me out. I was like, what?
Drip, drip, drippy.
But I think it was the repetition of that.
Okay. Way better than
Kickback wasn't my thing.
I like that so much.
But that is why I love WayV. Like that exemplified it. They generally have really good songs.
that sound is on point.
Now, if only they did that for
all of the NCTs.
All of NCT. I won't lie. I feel like WayV does have the best music. Sorry.
Yeah, no, musically they're my favorite subunit, but anything with Mark though, like, is special in my heart. And Johnny.
It's not like good. NCT has good songs. It's just not their singles. But as far as like hits and like songs that aren't just like low tempo, laid back, I think WayV's just like the best at that. Like they make good hits, like good up tempo songs.
One of my favorite NCT songs is actually 10 and Taeyoung's collab song.
Oh,
that one is fire. Like I want them to do another comeback together. So bad.
That sounds
Me
good.
too.
It's so good. Their dance performance for that video too is insane.
I haven't seen it. I have to watch it.
We'll watch it after this.
Okay, yeah. So
after this.
One.
Next we have our film from Rosé's new YouTube channel. So we've got Lily Films, the movie, and now this.
Oh, I love this news.
Rosé!
Pretty cinematography. Great colors.
Oh. I think that's it. She just said,
what? It's still going.
Watch me be pretty for a minute. Not even. And you know what? We did, and we enjoyed it. Go, Rosé.
I did.
All right, now we have IU's Lilac. Finally. She's so cute.
Cute heels.
내리는 꽃가루에 눈이 조금만 눈물이 고여도 꼭 참을래 내 마음 막힌 비밀 쓸어 노릇거울에 넣어두고서 영원히 돼감을 순간이니까 우리 둘의 마지막 페이지를 잘 부탁해 어느 작별이
Yeah, this is good.
기분이 바라건 노래
What'd you say?
I said I didn't know that I needed like a Korean disco song like this.
Yes.
But I did.
Oh. Let's go. Disco, K-pop, fight scenes. This is my thing. This is everything I like. Oh, that's so cute.
This must have been the same artist from last time that did it.
Oh yeah.
This animation in her other video.
This is Def going in the playlist. For real. Oh, that dress is so cute. Oh, that was so cute. Oh, I love him with the saxophone. We love a good saxophone solo.
Yeah.
That I love this. That is definitely going on the playlist.
Oh my god.
Nice.
IU! That is not what I picked up from her smoking that dank in the teaser.
Bro, why you scared?
Acting queen.
Oh.
She lied to me. Why was she smiling at me?
So cute. I loved that. I liked the string section.
I really like that.
Oh my god, that was so great.
Wow.
When when they
That was
go to
awesome.
like the disco ball part, it's like da 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 on the violins. I love string sections on pop songs. Anyone who does that gets extra points. I'm a huge fan.
Was so good. Her voice, addictive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah. Also, whoever is the dentist doing the teeth for all the idols, you are killing killing the game. Like,
Shut
if
up.
I ever go,
The tooth game.
dude, I'm like, her teeth, Joy's teeth. I'm always looking at them smile.
Everyone,
like,
all
of them, like they've got the best teeth in the game. This is something I notice. Generally child stars, sometimes they're working so much they don't have time to get their teeth fixed. But
in
America, yeah. Trust me, you'll see. I don't want to name names, but it's a thing. But sometimes, now I don't think it's as much, but it definitely used to be a thing. But
because they didn't want braces.
Well, because they were always working, so they didn't have time to get braces because they didn't want to have braces, on camera just in case,
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, exactly.
Meanwhile, 6 years.
6 years.
6.
Yeah, that's right. You had them freshman year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I never remember that.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, wow.
We got there eventually.
Yeah.
Still wear my retainer every night, guys.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah. I have to. My teeth are like, I had an overjet and I had tooth surgery to have 2 teeth removed, and then I had braces again. Look, I've been through the ringer.
Yeah, you don't want to go back through it. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm going to keep them straight.
Exactly. All right, that was it for SOCS episode 23. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you next week. Bye. Oh, and you can check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and, basically all the big ones. So, yeah, check us out there if you want to as well. Bye.